Hello everyone, welcome on our 11th stream where we are implementing our Compose UI multi-platform application, codename Modern Money. Today we will continue working on end-to-end testing, which we didn't finish on previous stream, and hopefully we will partially, or maybe even, again, like, let's say partially touch validation. It's what also should be covered by tests, and we'll continue to do it. But as usual, first of all, disclaimer, I am not professional Android developer or any another mobile, iPhone or like another Windows phone developer. Everything what I'm doing here, I am learning. So please don't take it as like some source of truth, yeah. So please read another sources of development, Kotlin Multiplatform, Compose UI, everything. So please share your ideas, your comments, contribute in code as usual. Link on public GitHub repository will be in description. And let's start. Let's try to finish today slightly faster than usual. Yeah, let's take exactly 1 hour. So I did some homework and I would like to present what exactly I did. So first of all, where we stopped on previous stream, we created this bank drop-down tests, which using exactly run compose UI tests. So it's create some composition local provider. We need to provide this ViewModel store, lifecycle owner, and we just create our bank drop-down list and check. And it's what we did on previous stream. So I slightly extended. So here we provide as current bank nothing. So I found this item with bank. I check that it's displayed and click on it. And then because here we injected inside our view model state where like we have one bank, a bank, I check that okay, like we found this item, we go to parent and check that it contains exactly on index 0 a child empty value, yeah, because here in dropdown we provided current null, label is bank, but is empty allowed, by default is true. Okay, and we have second test, no empty row test, it's the same, so we check that okay, bank is displayed, we click on it, and then we check that okay, on parent level, on child at index 0, we have a bank already. And I create new test, current bank test. So we create cbank, we create a bank and cbank inside our state. And when we create bank dropdown and provide cbank as default one, we make sure that okay, we see exactly cbank name, yeah, and nothing else. So let's run them, and I hope everything should be okay. Run it on Java virtual machine. And tests are passed, yeah, so everything is okay, 3 from 3 are passed. Nice. But it was integration test, let's say, yeah, and we would like to have end-to-end testing, and I try to make them also multi-platform. So in this case I have to do it inside common main, not in common test, because it cannot be shared. And here I create special module called tests, and inside it I create bank test. So what we are doing here? Here we have this add bank test, and what we are doing, yeah, we are found on, like when we run our application, we found banks, yeah, it's our toolbar or like left bar, we're sure that it's displayed, we click on it, then we found item with description edit, it's our button, floating button, we click on it. Why I choose first and all nodes? Because I have edit somewhere else, and I will check where and try to make our test more standalone, let's say, yeah. Okay, anyway, I click on it, so we make sure that there is displayed edit interface. So we found text with name, we put inside this a bank text, then we found save button and click on it. And we're waiting for 2 seconds when new node with a bank will be appeared. Yeah, so like when we why 2? Yeah, because it's created item inside list, but it will be immediately selected and we will have 2 labels, yeah, a bank. Then we again click banks. It's because this problem with edit button, so like we do the same, but we put cbank and save it, and we have to make sure that a bank still displayed, and we also have cbanks 2 times. Okay, cool. What is this wait until not count? Why it's expected? Because it works different way for Android and Java virtual machine. If we go to Android, we'll found that, okay, here we just check if this is compose content test rule. Yeah, we have to call this wait until not count. But in case it's Java virtual machine, we just call wait until not count. Yeah, it's compose content test rule, and here is compose UI test. Yeah, there is different. Okay, cool. But here we covered by semantic not interaction provider and can call it, yeah, for both. And here we provide this provider. Again, let's see where we use it. And I'm not sure why it's still red, because when we run it, it will be passed. I will show them. So here inside Android model, inside phone model, inside under Android instrumental test, we have our bank tests. It's inherited from common bank test. It's marked as run with JUnit 4. I know that there is already JUnit 6. I don't know why it's don't update it at least on JUnit 5. Yeah, because I checked, now there is only JUnit 4. So we create our Android compose rule. It's take this main activity, yeah, so like it's like really this one, yeah, what we are using for Android application. And then we pass this rule inside our bank test, yeah, which is common one, yeah, from this abstract model. Okay, let me switch on our beautiful Android emulator, and it will be really fast, but you should be able to see how, when I run this test, application will be created and all this magic will happen. Yeah, so when I run it, sorry, I didn't switch to another test. Yeah, so now we should see this magic. It's building. You don't see it because I see it inside IntelliJ IDEA, yeah, but you will see. Okay, we see our application, it's run, we click on banks, we create a bank, we create cbank, everything is done. And if we switch back to IntelliJ IDEA, we can see that, yeah, one test passed, everything is okay, but here we still got this red symbol. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because of profiling, so don't know what is going on. So cool. So let's yeah, and what I try to achieve, I will add what I tried. I will reverse these changes in future, but anyway. So what I also try to do, I try to create this JVM test. It's coroutine, maybe we don't need it, but let's see. Inside common test, I also create these bank tests, yeah? And what I try to do, I try to use the same approach, like we create model store owner, we create a lifecycle owner, and here, yeah, we try to run again our application and why it's here? Yeah, send content. So like we set our content, but then run our bank test and provides this as run compose UI test inside it to make sure that, okay, it works. And what is strange, when I run it, it failed with problem like set current state must be called in main thread. If we check how works our drop-down test, yeah, So we put set content, again, it's here, and then we do some manipulation. It's not inside set content, for example, and everything works. Here, I'm not sure what is going on. I try different approaches. I ask different agents, UI, I mean like AI agents, and nothing helped. So let me discard these changes. It's test, so like I will continue work on it, because I also would like to do the same for Java virtual machine, yeah, because we have difference. Like right now we will create one test which should be different on Android and on desktop, yeah, and this is why I would like to have it in both places. Okay, so yeah, I removed it, and let's close everything except this one, I guess, and we need this bank test. So let's create one more test, which will create bank and then delete it. So yeah, so we need to test not only add bank test, but remove bank test. Okay, we still need our provider. And what we would like to do here, I would like to use the same approach. I guess if it fails, we will know what is exactly going on, but I would like to create two tests. So first it's a bank, then I do the same for C bank. Of course, we can refactor it, and yeah, let's do it. Private create bank, and we need private, like we need let's put name, string, and still our provider. Yeah, it will be fun. Okay, and here we can use name. And in this case, here we can call create bank, a bank, and provider, of course. And here we can create bank, C bank, and provider, of course. We can use it as extended to provider, yeah. So we can, for example, use semantic, and in this case we use just and we don't need to provide it, yeah, we need to call provider.create bank and provider.create bank. So we will do the same here, provider.create bank, a bank, and we will create C bank. Okay, nice. But what I want to do right now, I want to remove a bank, yeah. So I want to found, because we already choose C bank, so in this case I need to provider on node with text a bank. And as I remember, we do left side, from left to right swipe to delete. So we need perform gesture, I hope, but it's deprecated. Replace perform touch input. Okay. Perform touch input, and we need text. Okay, let's go to documentation compose UI test perform gesture. Oh yeah, why it's perform text input? perform touch, not test. Touch input. Okay, now we need some block of touch scope. I guess it should be done this way. And perform touch. So we need swipe. Nice. So all what should we do here is swipe right. And that's all. Nice. Okay, so we create a bank, we create C bank, we try to swipe to right a bank, it should be deleted. And now we have to make sure that, okay, now that this text a bank assert is not displayed, that it was deleted. Okay, nice. Then here, I guess maybe this one. Do we need it? We don't need it. Why it was there? Yeah, we don't need gesture. Okay, and now we need function remove bank test. And all what we do, we call remove bank test and compose rule. Okay. Let's switch on our Android emulator. Yeah, let's switch back. I need to mark it as test, of course. Yeah, it's JUnit. And switch right now on our beautiful Android emulator, and I am running it. So we'll see. Right now we should see two tests. And it's failed. Shard GVM, what? Yeah, because I ran wrong one, sorry. Let's switch back and run again. So we should see first test. I guess it will be add bank if it's running one-to-one in alphabetic order. Both failed. Interesting. Let's switch. Text editable content the bank in okay false is not displayed. It means when we create it, so we provide name, it's a bank. Oh yeah, it's not a bank, it's just bank, my bad, yeah. So, of course, this should be extract to some constant or something like this. So let's run again. Still both failed. And what we have right now, editable text contains banks is not displayed. Yeah, I'm just thinking about how better to do it, but it should be banks, but yeah, extract more than should be. But yeah, let's keep it as it is. Okay, so we should run one more time. My bad again. So we'll see. Remove worked. I'm not sure did you catch it, but what happened? Remove bank, run first, and I thought that each test are individual, yeah, so like we run it and it will not change, but it's like it's not recreate application for test. I'm not sure is it okay or not, because for example our remove bank run first instead of add bank. I don't know why. So we can solve it by two ways. First of all, we can create ordering and run add bank first, and then for example we know already if we pass add bank we can just remove a bank and make sure that it's removed, like we will not create it. But I don't like this approach. Yeah, all tests should be standalone. So let's check what documentation tell us. Create Android compose rule new for each test. Yeah, of course we can do huh. We can do interesting approach. So here we will not use create Android compose rule. We will use just create compose rule. And will it work, by the way? So yeah, here for Android we passed compose content test rule exactly, and here is its compose content test rule. Okay, it will work, but here we will create compose rule dot set content, and we can provide our application, and the same do here. So maybe in this case we create application from scratch. So let's try. Yes, both failed. Different process test indeed in process command resolve different process. Okay, not good idea. Okay, let's do it in this case with ordering. JUnit order tests. And it will be just order. Why we don't have it? So we need this test method order, and we don't have it as well. Okay, let's try to check what we have in composer rule. Can we somehow recreate it? Okay, I found synchronize your test, good documentation for Android. But it's not about synchronization, yeah, so it's how to run. Okay, so I guess it will be my additional homework, yeah. So how to do it? For example, right now we can just disable one test. No, okay, nothing. So just like comment test. And now if I run it, we shall see only one test remove. And it worked. Nice. So let's, I will save it. And then remove test. So let's discuss about validation. Let me create a new branch. Feature validation. Not validation, I need validation. Validation. Okay, nice. So let's close everything. I didn't found any libraries, for example, for validation. And based on my experience, it means like, okay, I will have some scratch in my mind, let's say, to create my own library for Compose UI. I don't know, forms validation, something like this. But I really don't want to do it right now. Yeah, I really don't have time, so I just would like to implement it as hard as possible. So let's switch to Emulator. I'm not sure what is, yeah, it was removed. So let me install our application back. Bank. When we create it, we can, for example, click and it will have empty name, what is, of course, should not happen. Plus, if we already create a bank, we shall not be able to create a bank again. Yeah, well, that's also not so good. So let's add some validation. There are a few approaches again. Of course, like on web interface it works also like different way. Yeah, sometimes like usual when you first time click, it's validate and show what you missed, and then when you fix it, yeah, it started like how to say on fly checked is it correct right now or not. I'm not sure how like the best way to implement it inside Compose UI, but I have one idea. We can start with it and then we'll see. So inside our view models, let's go to bank view models, and we have our state, and we can add additional field here. Yeah, so what we have inside it? We have entity, bank, and inside bank we have only name. So what we can do in this case? Yeah, we have also update bank name. Yeah, we also need to cover it. Anyway, so we add here var list, let's call it errors, and it should be map of string and string. Maybe in future we can make it more, so we need empty map by default. Make it more beautiful, but yeah, let's do this way. So we have to add few checks, and it's bank. Yeah, so like we have bank DAO. We can check is it exist or not. So when we update it, we just update it. So we need to check it here maybe, yeah? So like when we type. Okay, let's start with something. So when we understand that, okay, there is no any ID, so we create our, if it's not null, yeah, but it's null, here we create, so in this case, we need to provide, for example, our errors. We can create map of, and here provide name to name cannot be empty. Okay, and in this case, in our UI, we can go to bank, and here's our edit content, and we have outlined text field, so we can check first of all error. What is error? We need to check that our ViewModel here. Yeah, it's not ViewModel, yeah, it's state, but bank it's not a state. Maybe my generic is not so good. So inside entity details, we are going to, if it's edit, we are here, and edit content, we provide detail state entity, view model, and details mod. But maybe we need to provide state here, or let's provide map. And in this case, here we can provide detail state dot, yeah, we don't have it. Let's fix it. So our state is bank UI, is detail view, detail state. Do we need it for each? I guess we need. So let's create here wow errors, and it should be map string. Okay, override. So what else we have? Yeah, we have this. Yeah, maybe just map. Right now I like it more, but we'll see. Yeah, string. And here we can provide detail state dot errors. Okay, let's build it. Of course it will fail because I guess we should to fix it somewhere else. Yes, account details. So we have errors which we don't use yet. We have errors here which we will use. And of course here we need to add, oops, why it's here, why not here? Okay, override val errors and equals empty map. Okay, so right now inside bank detail, what we can do, we can check is errors contents key name. I know that it's bad approach, but again, like we will think how to extract it in future. And for yeah, I guess we can inside OutlinedTextField somehow show this error. Is it something like supported text? And if we know that yeah it contains, we need to show errors and name, but if it's not here we just can show nothing. So it should be text field value in this case is error. But why it show me that it can be supported text? Supported. Yeah, we have it here. Supported text. It's composable. My bad. It should be text. Nice. So let's try to run it and yeah, not build, sorry. Let's try to run it and we'll see what will happen when we try to create new bank. Name cannot be empty. Yeah, this edit button still valid, but I remember I remember that I did it. Yeah, enable if save button enable. Yeah, here. We can provide save button enable, but inside it what we pass detail state. Nice. And we can check it dot pass state. It dot errors dot is empty. Let's run it again. Yeah, sorry. So what I did, I added this save button enable function and check if errors is empty or not. So right now, if it's disabled, but if we put something, it's still disabled and nothing changed, yeah, because we didn't update our model. It's provide name cannot be empty still. Let's fix it. So we know that when we change, we update our bank name. Yeah. And in this case here, what we can do, we can also provide as errors update bank name. So we need some function, let's say, yeah, some like errors bank validation and provide inside it. So we copy it from yeah, like we didn't copy it yet, yeah. So what we can do, I'm not really like it, but it's okay. So we can extract it as variable. Oh yeah, it should be inside. Yeah. So it's exactly state, yes. Okay, wow. Copy. And we have to return copy. But before it, like we need copy and errors equals validate and provide it dot entity. Okay, let's create this function. And here we check if result equals here, like, yeah, we have only few cases. Yeah, let's check if or when bank dot name empty string, we have to return map of, yeah, we can map of name and where it is here. Map of to else empty map. Okay. And in this case, because here we already have bank, we can we can extract it. Why? Okay. New bank. And all what we need to do here is just validate and provide this new bank. Let's run it again. Name cannot be empty. A bank. It's interesting that it works in one way but doesn't work second way. So why? Let's try to debug it. So you will not see Android, only IntelliJ IDEA, but I will play with debugging right now, yeah? So I'm waiting when it will appear. Right now I see only black screen. Not sure what's going on. Okay, it looks like Emulator. Let's stop. Yeah, Emulator crashed. So just show black screen without anything I cannot do. I'm trying to restart it. So yeah, what second we can check, yeah? So when we update bank name again, yeah, so we can have problems that it's empty, but we can have second problem if there is already another bank created with this name. We have bank DAO, but in this case when will not work really good. Yeah, we still need if here looks like, or like, yeah, we can use when, but not this way, but this way. If bank dot name is null, not is not blank, yeah. If it's yeah, too many. If it's blank, if it's yeah, let's do if it's blank, name cannot be empty or blank. And blank means it's yeah, only white spaces. Okay, but we can fetch through DAO but we need model scope for it, yeah. but why not? It's still, yeah. So we need this ViewModel scope dot launch, and let's create val others bank, and it should be mutable list of bank, and here we can other banks dot add all, and what we need to do, we need to call bank down all banks collect, yeah, we need collect and here other banks dot add all it, but yeah, map to what is what we're using, map to bank, yeah, it dot map to bank. Okay, now it works, but we need to filter out, so we need filter it dot id not equals state dot we don't have entity, state dot value dot entity dot id, and we need to pass other banks here as well. And we can check if others contains or find it dot name equals bank dot name. Do we have any? Yes, we have any. Then we have to return map of name to bank with name bank dot name is already exists. Okay, looks slightly ugly, but we'll see how it works. So let's switch to Android. Hopefully it will run. What? Yeah. Empty list. Yeah, why it work only from second and doesn't work back? Okay, let's check. Name cannot be empty or blank. So we copy. Yeah, I guess something is wrong here. Something is wrong on this line. So when we copy it first, maybe our entity is not so. So let's check. We create, we add a, and when we're here, our copy contains bank with name a, okay, and then when we validate, is it blank? It should not be. Maybe copy name is not so good. Maybe first copy. No, okay, it was exactly first copy, but still let's check. So right now, yeah, we call it from there. It's empty, it's okay. Now we put a, and here our first copy already contains bank name a. But in it, okay, I got it. It still state, which we didn't update. So here we need first copy entity. Let's run again. But right now we can switch on Android. And it's empty, not empty. A bank looks good. Empty, okay. Let's create a bank. Save it. And now create a bank. Not good. Let's check what is going on here. What we have in other banks. We have size 0. I guess because we didn't blocked it, yeah. So we're here. Now we're here, but other bank still 0. Why? We filter where, let's put here. So I guess we will going inside it only after. So yeah, first we check these errors. And only after it we're here, we fetch everything, and here we already have bank, yeah. So this is like race condition problem, yeah, so. So, I promise to not take more than 1 hour. And here we are. So let's summarize what we achieved today. Yeah, first of all, we running this Android end-to-end testing. We can create bank, check that it's created, and delete it. Good. But still one problem left. We don't know how to run tests isolatedly, like standalone, how to isolate them, we run them one-to-one, and one test affects another one, because in class they're running in one rule, under one compose rule. It's first problem which I need to solve as my homework. And second one, it's I need to find the best way how we should do this validation. I will learn something. I will try to read some, I don't know, some documentation. Of course, we can raise the issue when we click save button. We can check that yes, in database we already have it. We can put some constraint, on names that it should be unique, but it means you lose some user experience. Like you already click save, and only after some trying to save, you will receive a bug about this error about sorry, it's or this name already exists and will not be saved. It's better to save it on the fly. When we try to check it on the fly, when we edit, we already see is this bank name available or not. Maybe we can fetch it as second state. I don't like this approach, but why not? We already subscribed on it, and we can just filter out. So if it will be updated, if we will add new bank, it's also will update it here. Not sure. Like we already have this another bank's ViewModel for it. We can use this ViewModel inside another ViewModel. It's also not so good. We have some cross dependencies. Again, I will try to find the best practice and will provide on next stream information how it will be. By the way, next stream it's should be okay on Thursday, but then we'll have 4 December, 11 December, 18 December. But after it, I'm afraid I will be on vacation at least 25 December, and I'm not sure that I will be able to run some stream 1st January. Or maybe it can be some huge stream, not only for 1 hour, but I don't know, for some New Year stream when we will try to do a lot of things, but we'll see. Not sure how it will be. So anyway, at least we should have 4 streams in a row and then have a little break. Again, so provide any feedback, contribute, I really appreciate it. No one contributed yet, but some feedback still is providing, not in YouTube, in LinkedIn, through Telegram, but I also will appreciate if you will provide it on YouTube as well. Thanks everyone who watched, and see you next week. Bye.